Hey everyone, it's me Brooke. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm outside for this video, so if you hear any background noise, which you will, and you probably already do, then try to ignore it. I know it might be a little bit annoying, but just please try to ignore it. You hear birds, you probably hear water, because I have this little fountain thing in my backyard. You probably hear like some sort of, I think it's a chainsaw, I don't even know. You hear a lot of different things out here, but it's nice out, it's not really hot, and I'm trying to enjoy the weather before it gets to be 90 degrees on Friday. Today's Tuesday and it's only like maybe 75 degrees. I'm actually gonna check right now because I'm curious, and it's not super hot, so yeah, it's actually 70, which is like perfect weather to me. I love this weather. And it's not really sunny either. It's not sunny at all right now, so that's also really nice because it's shady, it's cool, I'm not sweating. You probably just saw that bug fly across the screen. I'm really hoping that this video doesn't end super quick, or that I don't have to refilm this video, because this is my second time trying to film like half of the video or a quarter of the video, because it said that I don't have any space left on my card. I knew I have to get, like, I knew this a while ago that I should have gotten like a new SD card. So I'm probably gonna order it on Amazon, and it's not like a regular size, it's like a micro one, I think. And I think it only has like 16 gigabytes or something like that, so I should get like a 32 or a 64 gigabyte one. Yeah, it either has 16 or 32. I think it has 16 though, which is not a lot at all. So I'm gonna try to get one on Amazon because I need it, so. So today's video is going to be about advice. I'm gonna give you guys some advice that you might need to, you know, just, I don't know, that you might want to hear. It's about high school, it's about your junior year, really any year in high school. This can like apply to you even if you're a freshman or you're going to be a freshman. So if you're going to be a sophomore, if you're going to be a freshman, you know, whatever. I think this might apply to you in some way. So I just ended my junior year on June 14th, and I'm going to be a senior, which is literally so crazy. And I'm gonna be filming, literally in September, I'm gonna be filming my first day of school, Get Ready With Me. Unless I do one for college. So it might be my second to last, but for high school, it'll be my last. So it's really, it's a milestone, and it's really important to me. So I'm gonna make sure that I film that video, and maybe I'll do a vlog. I think, like, I always say that, like, I might do a school vlog, whatever, and I've only done, like, a few in my life. I've only done them in middle school. Excuse me. I don't think I've done one in high school at all. So that kind of stinks, because it would have been cool to do one this year. Even, like, as a freshman or a sophomore, it would have been cool to do it, but, like, I just get scared, and also, like, I can get in trouble for it. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could do one in like one class, because I do take video production, so I think maybe in that class I can do it at some point, but like we're always doing something in that class, so like I also don't know, because, you know, we're pretty busy most of the time. And even like just, you know, recently when I just ended school, like we were still pretty busy. Like we only had a few days of like, you know, a sort of chill day. Like the last day, like we didn't do anything, but I feel like still up to the last day, like we did a lot. So I don't know, we'll see. I've been posting pretty frequently, I'd say, on Instagram, so if you want to follow me and if you want to see what I post, go follow me. My @ is xoxo. I'll put it on the screen because it's not how you would actually normally spell my name. If you know, you know, so go check my photos out. And also I have a photography account, so if you want to see my photography skills, my @ is rats in my soup. That's also not how you would normally spell it, so I'll put it on the screen. I know it's a weird username, but that's the point. It's weird and funny. And yeah, sorry that my accounts are not public, but I don't need weirdos stalking my page, so that's why. If you really want to see my pictures, and if you're interested, I might accept your request, so go check it out. Alright, so let's just get started with the video. So I hopefully won't make this video too long, especially because I don't have much storage left on my camera. I just deleted some things, so hopefully it cleared up some storage enough for this video. But yeah, I still don't want to take a chance on having this video be like over 20 minutes or like even 20 minutes long. So basically the first thing I'm going to talk about is studying and test taking, quiz taking, whatever. So I am not a very good studier or test taker. I tend to do bad on tests, even if I think I know what I'm doing. That's like, those are the tests that I end up doing bad on, and I think that some of you can relate to me or agree with me on that. So basically, I also am not a good studier, so like my advice could be a little bit, I don't know, like just different, because some people are like really good at studying and they might give the best advice on it, but I'm gonna give you advice from an honest high schooler that is just trying to help other people do well, even though sometimes I don't do well because, like I just said, I'm just not a good test taker and everything, but I still try my best, and that's all you can do. So basically with studying, if you take notes in that class, then highlighting them, underlining them, reading them over in your head, or even out loud is a really good thing to do. So please do that, even though you might think you sound stupid reading them out loud to yourself. That's what's going to help you the most, I feel. I think reading things out loud to yourself or recording yourself reading everything is a great way to study, because it's like hearing somebody else do it, but it's hearing yourself, but you're still hearing your voice outside of your head. So it's hearing a voice, it's not just in your head, so I think it's a little bit better than just keeping it to yourself and everything. And highlighting and underlining is also really good, because that's how you can see the important details of the notes and really just like focus on that instead of other things that might not even matter, or might not even be on the test. So please try to, you know, look at the key things in the notes, and that is really going to be on the test, and go over and over and over it. You also don't need to spend like 3 hours on studying, because that's just going to make you ultimately more worried or stressed about the test. So if you take 30 minutes, that's good. You know, even if it's a big test, try and do it in like 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and you should have things down. Just take it, there's a such thing as taking too long on something. So don't dwell on or take too long on studying, because it might not work out in your favor. And like for the actual test itself, go at your own pace. Don't feel like you need to slow down or you need to rush because of other people. Obviously I recommend slowing down and taking your time, because that is the best way that you will, you know, do your best job. If you just like naturally are fast at that sort of thing, then like that's fine, but don't feel like you have to be fast because of other people, or because, you know, you have this much time. You know, if you need to finish a test, you can probably go in during lunch or a study hall, or just stay after class and finish it, you know, because I know that I've had to do that a few times, and that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, and it's just something that can ultimately help you instead of, you know, not do good for you. And if like you're stuck on a question, skip it for now and go back to it, or if you already skipped it and, you know, this is your time going back to it and you still don't understand, try and slow down, reread it, read your choices, and just pick what you think sounds the best and makes the most sense. I know that I've done that plenty of times. Just at that point, make a good guess, and hopefully you're correct. Because a test or a quiz or anything like that is not going to change, you know, your high school life. It's not going to, you know, deteriorate your life or your, you know, high school experience. Like, you'll be okay. You just like can't dwell on things too much and overwhelm yourself too much about these things, because they don't matter that much. Like, a regular test is not going to affect you in college. It's not going to affect you even like a week or a month from that time. You know, a final or a regent, of course that affects you a little bit more, but still, that's not going to ultimately like choose your life for you and like choose how well you do in things. It doesn't make your life any better or worse, honestly. The next piece of advice is going to be taking classes that you're interested in and going through with it and basically like experiencing different classes. So in your junior and senior year, you're going to want to explore your interests and apply them to school. I know multiple people, I know many people that already have done that, or they're going to do it in their senior year. Personally, I've already done it and I'm going to continue it in my senior year. I take video production, and clearly I'm interested in, you know, taking videos, editing videos, all of that. So that is something that I want to continue in my senior year. The class was very beneficial to me and I met a lot of good people and I got to experience things that I never thought I would experience ever. And as a junior, you know, that's really awesome. As a 16-year-old, like, that is great to experience things that you could be experiencing at 25, but you're experiencing it years, you know, before you thought you would. So I think that's really awesome, and it's a great way to meet new people and just explore other interests that are linked to the interests that you're already exploring. So it's a 2-year program. You could like drop it after a year, but most people do it for the full 2 years, and I'm doing it for the full 2 years. I obviously already did a year, so I already learned a lot, and I'm going to learn even more, and we're gonna be even more creative next year. And it's just great because I have my 2 best friends in that class, and they're great at what we do, and I just can't wait to experience more things with them linked to the class, and just like have more opportunities, because it's crazy already that I'm going to be a senior, but being in that class and being a senior makes the senior experience 5 times better. So take classes that you're interested in or that you might be interested in. It's okay if you find out that you're not. You can always drop the class and take something else. So don't worry about it too much, because that also isn't a big deal if you take a class and you're like, I don't really like this, and then you drop it. Obviously, I'm interested in photography. I took it my freshman year, but then I dropped it. I was only in the class for like half the year, and then I dropped it because a lot of the work was on Photoshop. It was more Photoshop than taking pictures, and I didn't like that, so I dropped it. And it wasn't a big deal. I just took another class. Before you end high school, before you cannot go back and change that decision of, oh, I don't know, like maybe I'll take this class, maybe I won't, just do it, because you could always drop it. You could always take something else that you are more interested in. Just try it. There is no hurt in trying a class, because you never know who you can meet and what you can do because of that class. So please take it before you don't have the chance to take it anymore. Another thing that I would say is get involved. So this kind of stems off from what I was just talking about with exploring your interests and, you know, trying to do things for you that'll benefit you. You know, just try and get involved, whether it's at school or outside of school. Try and do things that will benefit you, your friends, your community, your family. You know, doing all of that makes you a better person and makes you just better at making life choices. And I know that hopefully my senior year I'll do more of you know, trying to help myself and others by doing different things in school and outside of school. I've done it a few times this year, especially because of video production. That's like how I definitely did it, was because of video production. I got to meet other people. I got to talk with people I would never have talked with if I didn't take video production. I got to just like do things and experience things, is the word, you know, that I thought that I never would, and I thought that I would do it, you know, years from now and things like that. So it's just a great way to benefit yourself and benefit from other people and just make connections with people, whether that's a friendship, a relationship, whatever. you know, it's just a great thing to do, and you're gonna want to do it at some point probably, and if not now, then in the future you could always do it at college or at a job or because of a job or because of college, you know, like you can always do it in the future, but if not the future, then try it now, you know. The next piece of advice is going to be try and get your permit and your license on time, because I'm going through sort of a rut, a dilemma, a, you know, just weird time right now because I'm 16 and I could have my license by September because my birthday is in September, and I could have had my permit last September, but I just got my permit like this spring. I think it was in April or something. March? I have no idea. It was this spring, sometime this spring. So I got my permit then, and I literally could have had my license this September if I just got my permit on time, but I didn't because it was in the back of my mind and I wasn't in a rush to get it, but I sort of was. I just like didn't, you know, I like really wanted it, but I didn't like go forward with it. But if you really want it, if you think you're ready, then get it, because your permit test isn't the one that you gotta drive with the instructor. That's just like a test that you gotta take online or go there in person for, and the test isn't that bad. I took it, obviously it wasn't that bad. I only got one wrong on it. So you have to study though, because if you don't, then you'll literally fail. So please study. I studied a good amount, obviously, because I only got one wrong, and also some of the things are like common sense. Like, what is this sign? Oh, it's a stop sign, duh. You know, or like something like that. That's common sense that you'll do good on. Excuse me, that you'll do good on, but you know, things about like an intersection or turning into a lane or stuff like that, like you need to study that. So please study the practice tests and the questions that might be on it, because also some questions weren't on like the practice tests that I took, so be careful because, you know, there's different ones. So find the one for your area, like for your state and everything, and yeah, find like an updated one for this year and for your state and everything, and you'll do good. So don't worry about it too much, but try and get it on time, especially like if you're ready for it. But if you're not, don't push yourself, because it's not going anywhere. Like, your permit is not going to fly away because you're not getting it on the same day as your birthday. So don't rush yourself either, because I don't know if I was really ready for it. I really wanted it, but I don't know if I was ready for it like back, you know, last September, and that's why I didn't get it. I don't know, but I have it now, so that's good, and I'll get my license by next March, I think. That's not too far away when you think about it, but I wish I could have had it sooner, you know. But I also haven't practiced driving that much, and I need to practice more, because especially now that it's summer, like, I have more time than I would during the school year, so I should really practice more. And I might actually do it today. I might practice today. So, yeah. And the last piece of advice that I'm gonna give is visit old teachers that you had in elementary school or middle school or whatever. Please visit them. It is so like heartwarming and nice to do, because they're not expecting you to visit them, but once they know that you're going to, or once they see that you are visiting them, they will appreciate it so much, and they love it and want that more than you know. I visited my 3 teachers from elementary school. I had the same teacher for 2 years, like 2 separate years in elementary school, so I only had 3 teachers. You know, I had other teachers too, but like my main teachers, I just had 3. They all loved that I went to visit them, and this was elementary school, so I didn't go back to my middle school because my high school and middle school are right next to each other, but I'm definitely gonna go back to the middle school in my senior year, like once that school year starts, or, you know, even at any point in my senior year, because I'll never be back there. Like, maybe I can like come back or whatever once I'm in college and stuff, but like I'll never be right next to that building again, so I really need to do that too. But I recently just visited those 3 teachers from elementary school, and I loved it, they loved it, and it was just like a great experience. Like, I wasn't expecting to do it, but one day I was in the car and I forget who I was with, it might have been my dad, I don't even know. We were driving past, no, I think I was with my mom. We were driving past my elementary school, and I was like, I really need to go back there and visit. And like, I've been saying that to myself, like, I want to go back, I want to visit, like, you know, it looks a little bit different inside of the school, so like, I wanted to see that too and everything. And I finally did it, and it was the best decision that I've made recently. It was great. So please visit old teachers, they're gonna love it, you're gonna love it, it's gonna be so nice to see them because you haven't in years. So please just do it. It's a great thing to do. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.